All right, so number one, we've got, it says to use a calculator to determine the LSRL. So you got to throw your information in your calculator, okay, like I've done so. Okay. Then we're going to do linear regression. I'm going to do a plus bx, hit enter, and then you just have to set up your equation. Y hat equals a plus b, I lost x. There we go. Okay. So now interpret the slope. This is a script you can follow from the notes, okay? When it says interpret the slope, in the context of this problem, they're asking for every x that goes by or every x that increases, what's happening with the y, okay? So it's like super simple, all right? So for every, in this case, what's changing with our x? We're going from week 1 to week 2 to week 3 to week 4. For every week that passes, okay, what's changing in the y, okay? So the y is changing by our slope every time x increases, okay? So in this case, the number, let's see, what is this? The number of books sold. So the number of books sold by the new hires, because it does say by new hires, increases by how much? It's the slope, 2.135. And you got to say increases by that many books. It's got to have context. Okay, so assuming the conditions needed for inference were checked and met, so we don't have to worry about any of the whole liner thing. It says construct and interpret a 90% t-interval for the true regression what does this interval suggest about how many books the new hires are selling? Okay, so we have our formulas. Okay, so we have b plus or minus t star times s over sx times square root of n minus 1. Okay, and our degrees of freedom is going to be 20 minus 2, which is 18. Okay, so that means our t star is going to be distribution inverse t. We want 90%. So we want 90% in here, which means there's going to be 10 outside, which means there's going to be 0.05 here. Okay, so area is 0.05, degrees of freedom is 18. Gives us a t star of 1.734. Plug all this stuff in. We get our slope from up here, which just vanished, but I'll remember it's 2.135x. There is our slope. Okay, so 2.135 plus minus our t star of 1.734. Plug in all of our other information. 7.651 over sx is 5.916 times the square root of n minus 1 is 19. We throw that into our calculator, and wait, let me just do this real quick. 1.734 times 7.651 divided by 5.916. Is that what it was? Yeah, 16. Times the square root of 19. And hit enter, and we get 0.514. So we get 2.135 plus minus 0.5145. Okay, so let's see our actual interval. So let's see, 2.135 minus 0.5145 gives me 1.6205 to 2.135 plus 0.5145 gives me 2.6495. Okay, so now we have our interval. Now we just got to say, what does it suggest about that? How many books the new hires are selling? We are 90% confident that the true population slope of weeks gone by versus number of books the new hires sold is between these two numbers, 1.6205 and 2.6495.